Thought this beer would get better. It's not getting better.
What kind of beer is it?
Chase, were you listening 5 minutes ago?
Literally no.
All right, that's fair.
Not going to get better. It's
It's a
Corona with
Corona.
vodka on top.
So like
know-
a loaded Corona, but worse.
That's correct. Exactly that.
Loaded with...
I didn't have rum,
Ass.
so and all I had was some vodka loaded with ass. I made a decision. It wasn't a great one, but here we are. Corona. I only got a six.
Let's go, people. Bring in all your good questions.
Baseball.
Did you say baseball?
Baseball.
Football.
He's just naming every one of the balls that goes by.
Soccer ball.
See?
Soccer ball.
I told you. That's what he's doing.
Football.
Come on. Assholes call it soccer.
Basketball.
Hey, did I put hockey on the rundown? I think I did.
You
I
did. You talk about the Avs in the wild. More baseballs with some crazy spin. With some
Crazy
screw
game
balls.
sevens.
Question from Jason Payne. Who has the biggest penis?
That would
pretty
be
obvious.
I mean, come on. We already know the answer to that.
Pretty obvious.
Chase flopping that thing around.
Another person said, please tell Chase to stop.
Is that person's name Kevin?
Yeah, that was me.
Please stop. Please.
4,
Please.
3, 2.
One.
Hey guys, join me in the closet. It's 7 minutes in heaven.
Welcome, everybody. This is 7 Minutes in Heaven. This is the sports episode of Cup to Cup. We appreciate everybody joining in. We are very loud on my phone. We
Get it
are
together,
live
bro.
here on Instagram, on YouTube, and Twitch right now. Cup to Cup show. Cup to Cup on Twitch. Cup to Cup show on the other two. Make sure that you join in if you can't. If you just next
Find
week.
it. Find
Next
it.
week, because you'd be already joined if you were. Welcome in, everybody. Got Chase and Chris here. Chase, say hello. Say hello.
Yo or hello.
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 Chris.
Hello.
Chris,
It's not, getting,
what
it's,
you
not, it's
drinking?
not getting better. Well, it's
Did
Cinco
you
de
do
Mayo.
all
It's
of
also
them this way?
no,
It
no.
is not
This is
Cinco de Mayo.
yes, it is.
Wasn't that
Today.
yesterday? I thought
It's
it
May
was
5th.
It's
That's
today.
It's Will's birthday and it's Cinco de Mayo, the same day.
It's also
every year.
Jason's mom's birthday. Happy birthday to
Shout
Will
out.
and Teresa.
Shout out birthdays.
Teresa. I don't know why.
Teresa.
Theresa.
So I got a Corona, and loaded Coronas back in the day were really good. The problem is I didn't have the rum. So no shock to anybody that I have vodka. So I adapted. It's not good. I don't recommend. And it's not as dramatic as Kevin's being. I mean, it's not great.
It doesn't sound good, Chris.
It's not the worst thing ever, but I would not recommend it, especially if you're not a vodka person. You will not like it.
Chris, you're disgusting.
Well,
That's
not
absolutely
only
horrendous.
is a loaded Corona rum, it's like
Lemon, Bacardi Lemon.
Yeah, it's flavored rum. So like,
Again.
you just did plain vodka.
Correct. Again, I adapted to the situation. I
Or
wouldn't
you
do it
could've
again.
just-
That's not
Drink
adapting.
a Corona.
That's
Well, after
just
I finish
have a
this
Corona
one,
and maybe have a shot of vodka right next to it.
well, Chase, where were you 20 minutes ago when I was coming up with this plan?
I
Where
was
were you?
on the podcast.
I'm so damn proud
Somebody
of you.
said on Instagram, lemon vodka is the only way for the way to go for loaded Corona.
See,
Lemon
so there's-
vodka?
See that? There
That's
you
what
go.
he said.
I mean, at least that's closer
Lemon.
than just
Yeah, it's
straight
lemon.
vodka.
All right. Kevin's being dramatic. It's not that bad.
It's not that good either.
True.
Anyways, welcome in, gentlemen. It's just the two of us tonight. Rest of us kind of just
Two of us, huh? I feel like I see
two-
3 people.
two extra. I'm always
Oh,
here.
there we
so
go.
the two extra people that yeah, the rest of them just kind of
Just
Backed out.
Yeah. That's all right.
As
Jellybean's
you
here too. Jellybean's here too.
shout out
Jelly.
Jelly.
You can hear little toes
Yep,
on the
you can.
ground.
That you can.
on the $4.8 million marble
Gorgeous.
Incorrect.
flooring.
You've been to this house.
Gorgeous.
You know that it's not $4.8 million or marble. So
Just guessing. I can't remember.
Just throwing out numbers to see what
Nothing
happens.
really stood out to me except for the floor, which apparently didn't stand out at all. We got a great episode ahead of us, folks. We're going to talk about sports. We got our opening item, which is going to be about NFL fans. MLB, we're going to talk about studs and duds and talk about how damn good the Cubs are. FSU, great series against Clemson.
Big series there.
Some other things we want to talk about. I don't want to spoil everything. And then why in God's name are we still talking about the NHL? It's over, right?
And the first
the
round's
first
over.
round is over.
There were some crazy games and some history notes I saw. I was going to share. That's all.
History notes.
Sorry, Kevin. Sorry. Some people care about hockey. I know you don't.
I mean,
I'd
hockey
ra-
is dead to me right now.
I'd literally rather watch anything other than
Kevin would rather drink
Any other
6
sport.
of these vodka-loaded Coronas. than
Any other
ever
any
sport.
other
watch
sport. Name another sport. I watch it.
Pickleball.
Cricket.
Fuck yeah, both of them, 100%. Especially like that. You just said two things that like I don't usually watch. So like that's easy.
It's your loss.
All right, cool. We're gonna get into opening items.
Excuse me, do you know how much a polar bear weighs?
No, how much?
Enough to break the ice. Hi, Fred Searing. How are you?
No, how much? No,
How much are they?
No, how much?
It's good acting.
Thank you. Opening item this week. Get excited.
Always.
We're gonna throw it up on the screen here. Here. Boom.
There you have it.
NFL fan base tier list. You got the best fans, great fans, okay fans, insufferable, non-existent. Wait, they do exist. I just want to throw it. I know.
According to this, they are not. They don't have it.
Oh man, it happened, folks. The annual or the weekly occurrence on Cup to Cup, where Chase just immediately.
Oh
freezes
man,
up
we
on
made
us.
it what 4 minutes?
We
If
made
that?
it 7 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a new record, folks. Give it
Hey,
up for him.
Shout out
Let me
Chase. Good job.
Let me get the applause. He
Get her ready. Hey,
did it.
damn it, Chase.
He did it. 7
God
minutes
damn
and
it.
30 seconds, folks. Chase made
He
it.
heard 7 minutes, and he's like, "I'll make sure to get 7 minutes." Son of a bitch didn't plug in his laptop earlier. I bet he didn't.
Which is great because, we'll just keep it going.
Yeah, I mean,
keep it
just good job,
Really,
Chase.
he deserves it.
Unbelievable.
Which is great because since we're already kind of short-handed, that just leaves me and Chris, which is what
The Chris
we've been
and
trying
Kevin
to
show.
do
I mean,
all
this is-
along.
Thank
This
God.
is what we've
this
been trying to do. Jason says it's actually kind of hilarious to see it live from this angle.
to see it from
Hey.
the other side, just because he goes so quiet.
I mean, we make fun of it every single week, and like
Something would change, you think?
his problem was he needs an adapter, a new adapter where he can plug in his power cord and his whatever into it at the same time. And I was like, "So did you buy the adapter?"
A simple Amazon visit could solve this problem.
He was like, "So no, moving on." Like, or
So the rundown this
so
week.
fucking. So I
Oh
mean,
my
exciting news is since he's gone, Chris.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
You've been promoted.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
That's perfect timing.
Oh yeah, and he's back. You have to unmute your mic. We got.
Come on. Day by
There we
day.
go. And usually when he comes back, he's super loud. Let's see if it works this time. Chase.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo. Too loud?
Talk in your normal voice.
This is the normal voice that I
No,
talk.
it is.
No, the hell it's not. Day by day.
Okay, Chase, perfect. There he is.
Jeez.
Welcome. Jeez.
Better?
What a fucking shit show.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh,
That's
good Lord.
wonderful. Too loud?
I'll
a
just
tad.
go. I'll just go
Just a
deaf. It's
tad.
fine.
No, please don't.
Is that better?
Let's start at the bottom. The non-existent NFL fan base tier list. It's got the Cardinals, Chargers, and the Jaguars. Sorry,
I mean
man.
I mean, everybody says we have weak fans, so
Washington
that's not
Commanders
surprising.
and the Panthers.
Are the Commanders non-existent? I don't know about that one. They've just been a bad team for 30 years.
Well,
Kind of Jacksonville's problem. A lot of bad years, but I mean, I think I'm biased, but the Jags have good fans. It's just they've had so many bad years of just a shitty product.
wouldn't that? I mean, that makes up for. I mean, you got to be a good fan to keep on going to support the shit product, right?
I mean, pretty much. Because I mean, again,
IMO, of course.
The
It's
real
just- it's
question,
tough to
Kevin,
watch
is how
sometimes.
do you feel about being on the same tier of fandom as the Vikings and Lions? Is that accurate?
Well, I mean, I think they both have good fan bases.
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily put the Lions all the way up there, though. I mean, maybe I'd put the Vikings over the Lions. I
so the
think that
Vikings
they're-
belong up there. You think?
Well, let me see.
Take
Let
your
me think
hatred
about this.
aside. Just think of objectively
I feel
about
like
their
the
fans.
Saints have a pretty good fan base, but that's also, I feel like, fairly
It depends, though.
recently.
I mean, obviously, we could chase this question all day. And
Oh, for
like,
sure.
Like when they say best fans, are they mean like friendly, like nice,
That's a
things
good
like
point.
that, or do they mean like ones that show up to the stadium and actually? Jay said no shot lines over Vikings. I agree. I agree with that.
I mean, I am a little. It's a little weird to see the Eagles not be on the best fans since we have an Eagles fan on this podcast. He's not here tonight. Obviously, he skipped 7 minutes, but
Well, because he's got us
An Eagles parade to go to.
Yeah. I don't know.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
All right. So the top fan, the best fans is Lions, Vikings, Bills, Packers, Seahawks. Great fans: Saints, Ravens, Bengals, Bucks, Niners, Browns, Texans, Steelers, Titans.
Get the Titans the fuck out of there. Great fans.
I don't.
I've been to a couple
this
games.
Must be
Get outta
like
here.
this must be like a kindness factor. Like they're tolerable. Like we don't got no beef with these people.
Are the
Yeah.
Bills?
because-
The Bills aren't known for being like nice, though, right? They have the Bills Mafia.
They're just breaking tables and getting
Yeah.
shit faced.
Yeah,
the whole
but
time.
I've never heard of them like being unfriendly to people.
I definitely have.
Really?
I've never had a run in. We went the playoff game. I
So,
didn't have any run
which teams have you heard about being the least friendly? Like, in your opinion, Like, when you
Philadelphia.
yeah, the Eagles for sure.
Yeah, I mean, throwing snowballs at Santa. Cowboys fans are insufferable.
I mean that one's spot on.
But them, I don't know if it's necessarily like Cowboys fans are like mean. It's just they're still living in the 90s. That's really what it is with the Cowboys.
We're
It's like they
America's
had
team,
one
bruh.
good run 30 years ago, and they act like it's still happening.
Like we have moved on.
Rams in Vegas, like the Raiders in LA. Those are the teams you always see like online fighting people in the stands and shit. Like, especially LA, bro. They don't fuck
Always
around
just
in LA.
they're always shit facing fighting in the crowd.
Well, and now that the Raiders are in Vegas, are they as crazy at the games?
Are they
that is?
really? No, probably not. It's just people that are visiting Vegas at the time.
Yeah.
Dolphins fans. All right, I've only been to one Dolphins game when the Packers played, and we whooped their ass. So it was kind of funny. It was hilarious. But they weren't mean
Disagree.
to us.
Were they locked in still, or were they
What
kind
do you
of like?
mean? You disagree?
I disagree that it's hilarious that we got our ass whooped.
Oh no! I mean, they were funny. Like I was talking shit to somebody. We were talking shit back and forth to these two people, and we started to pull away. And next thing you know, this guy just reaches under his chair and grabs a paper bag and puts it on his head.
That's
And
hilarious.
he's like, I was like, oh, it's that time. He's like, it's that time.
Yeah.
But that
I would
was
say if-
during bad times for the Dolphins too.
As a Dolphins and Heat fan, and then as a Knoll fan whose rival is obviously the Hurricanes, I'd say the Dolphins are, in my opinion, biasly, obviously, the best fandom of all the South Florida teams.
You said the Dolphins are the best fans out of South Florida teams.
Out of the South Florida teams. So, like, out of, like, the Marlins, the Hurricanes, the Heat,
Yeah.
the Panthers, the Dolphins. In my opinion, the Dolphins have by far the best fan base.
I can see that.
Niners fans can be dicks too. I wouldn't put them up there on great fans. They'd be okay fans for me. I mean, I don't know any Texans fans.
I
Or
I don't
ever
either.
heard of.
That's
I don't
a
think
weird
I do.
one.
I've never heard of a Texans fan.
Well, that's how
Is
I
that a
feel about
person?
Are they people?
Are the Titans really up there?
No, they're the last game I went to. There's just, I mean, again, nobody was an asshole, but they were not really like just really invested. Like it just, no, I told you, it was one of the most deflating energies in the stadium. It was just kind of like, yay! They were like, go Titans, and everyone's like, yeah, like no one seemed to give a flying shit. And I'm like, guys, it's 0-0. The game is still like very much, it's not over. If we were beating your ass, I understand, but it's the second quarter. They're doing the Titans saying there, everyone's just like, woo, like, but there's like zero energy in that stadium.
They're just waiting for the inevitable.
They're like, here it comes. We're gonna blow this game, which they did. Which good
Which
for
they
me,
did.
they did. But still, just
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I
the
would put them
Titans,
as maybe
the Titans
okay.
and the Texans being a tier above like the Broncos, and I don't know much about the Bears, but like I didn't think they had like a bad fandom in terms of like bandwagons or like overly rude.
I don't think Chief fans are insufferable. That's
I think that's recency bias.
maybe
probably
yeah.
just 'cause-
Lately, they might be.
Yeah, it's like the Patriots
it's
when they
only
win so many
Taylor
championships.
Swift. That's what it is,
You
right?
think that's what it is?
100%. Like they're just like, oh, I can't stand Taylor Swift, so that's every
Why the fuck do they keep showing
Chiefs
her on
fan.
TV?
I mean, are
Every
the
Chiefs
Giants
fan.
insufferable?
Well, I was gonna say, are the Patriots? Are they still that bad? Even though they've been
Again,
down,
I
are they
think
still?
the Patriots.
I think-
It's because they were so good for so long.
No, I think. I mean, anytime you get those like Boston guys,
That's
together,
true too.
you know,
That's true.
fucking.
I was like, where are you going? Like, fuck, fucking.
I was just thinking about a Boston accent. And I was like, don't
I was
even
waiting.
test it.
I was
Don't
like,
even
come on,
test
Kevin,
the waters.
let me hear it.
Don't even test the waters, Kev.
Caught
yeah.
himself.
I mean, like fans that don't exist in my brain are like Chargers fans, don't know any. Cardinals fan, no shot.
Well, Chargers
Panthers
can't
fans-
decide where they want to have their home games.
Do you know? Have you ever heard of a Carolina Panther fan?
Nope,
Yeah.
not to my knowledge.
How do they fill up stadiums? It's wild.
Do they actually fill up?
I don't
stadiums?
know.
Let's
That's a good question.
Jamie, pull that clip.
Let's
Run that stat
yeah,
for me.
yeah, I'm gonna run attendance. You guys talk about it and tell me which one do you think should be moved around.
I mean, the Titans, I would definitely put it okay. Houston,
For sure.
me personally, I put it non-existent because I mean, they're probably getting more now because they're actually better. But
Are the Bucks great? I don't know if they're great.
I mean, I do know a decent amount of Bucks fans.
Well, we lived in Florida for 30 years. Of course, we knew a decent amount of Bucks fans.
But I
Chris.
mean, like real, like not just like like actual like.
I don't
fans
know,
of
man.
the
I'll
team.
tell you when the Bucks won that first Super Bowl with Brad Johnson and Derek Brooks and Work Done and all of them. I met a lot of people that were first time Bucks fans. All of a sudden, a lot of people that I had never seen wear a Buck shirt or anything in their entire lives were suddenly wearing nothing but Buck stuff.
Brand new shirts.
So,
Look at this awesome shirt, man! I just bought it.
yeah, I was just like, "There's no shot." Like, name 5 players.
Couldn't do it.
On the Bucks,
When they won that first Super Bowl with like Rondé Barber and John Lynch and Work Done and all that.
oh yeah.
Thought you were
It's
just going
funny,
to fire off 5 of them right there.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
They had a good defense.
Damn, I wish I could find that clip pretty quick, but I don't think I will. There's a clip going around about the Packers. It's hilarious, where they walk around. Somebody walked around the draft, and they were like, "Are you a Packers fan?" And they're like, "Fuck yeah, die hard, man. I bleed green and gold. I don't miss any games." They're like, "Where did Jordan Love go to college?" Nevada? Like they're not sure, like, or somebody doesn't know. You know, it's hilarious.
Throw out a guess. Where did he go to college?
He went to Utah State. There you go.
There you go. There you have it.
Just in case you were wondering. But anyways, attendance. We're talking.
Yeah. What are the Panthers averaging in attendance?
Panthers are number 26 in attendance.
Okay. There's worse teams.
It doesn't show average, but they, they're 26. Jags, Titans, Panthers, 24, 25, 26. Bucks, 27. That's
Oh.
terrible.
And they've
Really?
made, they've made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, you think the
basically
last
every
team in
year.
the NFL? Last team.
Let's look at this list real quick.
The list of attendance? Did you?
No, I'm looking at the teams.
Last worst. Arizona, I'll guess.
I was thinking Arizona too.
You were thinking
Or-
Arizona. Let's see where they lie on the list. 21.
Arizona or the Chargers is what I
21?
was thinking.
21. Chargers are 22. You're looking at the New York Jets.
They're
Last,
dead.
Wow, that's crazy.
dead last. Yep.
There's no excuse there. I mean, I know they
much.
weren't good, but there were worse teams.
Between home and away, 520,000, both home and away.
Why are they
So-
including away?
Well, they're just talking about overall attendance, I think, in this one.
Who's number one?
The Dallas Cowboys. That's a big ass stadium, though.
I was
Come
gonna
on,
say,
man.
the
I was
stadium's
about to
huge,
say.
so I mean, like, it's
Yeah.
It's not even, bro. The home attendance is not even close. So the second best home attendance is the New York Giants, 706,000 last year, and the Cowboys have them by 130,000 people.
Where are the
Yeah.
Jets on home attendance?
I mean, dead last.
On home attendance?
No, they're not dead. It looks like the Raiders. Yeah, Raiders.
the Raiders.
Raiders 497,000 home attendance.
But that's
They have-
really saying something about the Jets. The fact that because the Giants have sucked, they've been bad too. So the Jets can't use that excuse that we suck. Literally, the other New York team is just as bad, if not worse, and the number 2 in terms of home attendance.
And they're still bringing it. Yeah,
Fuck the
Dolphins
Jets.
a decent traveling team. I mean, they're number 14, but they got a higher away attendance than a home attendance. That's hilarious. Packers are number 5 overall, 702,000 home, 512 away. We need to step that away number up, boys. What are we doing?
need to travel to some more games.
Y'all don't like to venture outside of Wisconsin, huh?
That's not true. We're usually a good traveling team, but you know what they say.
Go on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Got to get that brotherhood of the
Wait.
traveling pants.
Face your fears. Ride them.
That's what they say.
doubt.
Anyways, let's move on. Moving on. Let's get out of this thing. Remove that and bring you guys back here. Boom.
Bring it
Just
back.
like that. We have next on the list. We're gonna talk some MLB. What do you think? Down.
Do it.
Sure.
Hit me with it.
Okay.
He doesn't want to swing!
MLB.
See ya.
I just love how the pitcher just like as soon as he like tossed it in, gone. He didn't.
He's
He
just
didn't even like. He just looked straight at the ground. Didn't even like look to see if it was out of here. He already
Like,
fucking
nah.
knew.
It's like, I know where this is going.
All right, boys. First off, let's talk about Cubs. We're still dominating. Some have us in top 2, 3 of the power rankings. You know, if you're doing power rankings, I know it's early, and I don't care. We're playing well. We're playing good ball game. Good ball. Good
Good
We're
ball.
baseballing.
You're doing the
We're
thing.
baseballing. How about the Braves, who's starting to heat back up?
I mean, they're
Yeah,
getting close to 500.
It'd be good to get to 500.
We're close.
We're 1 game away and then lost, I think, 2-1 against the fucking worst team in baseball, the Colorado Rockies.
Well, they're winning now, right? So
Yep.
one
So-
step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
Yeah, if we could just get above 500, I feel like we'll be on the right track.
Wow, that's a big 3 games. I don't know if you'll be able to overcome that one.
But I'm saying it's like a mental block.
Yeah,
I
it'll be
feel like.
nice to be like,
once you get that over that hump is what I'm saying. Like until you get over that hump, I feel like it's going to be in the back of your mind. Like we haven't had a winning record all year.
yeah, you've been chasing it. Then you get there and you're like,
Yeah.
I feel good.
Yeah, we need Ronald
pressure's dropped.
Acuna.
Please.
Are we sure about this pronunciation?
Never am. We need him back because unfortunately our offense is just so inconsistent. That's the thing. Is like for the most part our pitching's been fairly consistent outside of some bullpen pieces.
Where are we
but
at in the rehab process of this juncture in the world?
I don't think he's even started minor league like ramping up. So I don't think he's taking. He may be
Has
taking
he
batting
thrown
practice.
the ball
I don't
or
know.
anything like? How do you not know? This is your MVP, bro.
They're not really giving any updates, man. They're keeping
it
it.
on
They're
the
playing their
hush-hush.
cards close to the vest.
Well, this just in breaking news. I don't have it because I'm Let me just hold on one second. As of today, Ronald Acuna is set to begin a rehab assignment in May.
Well, you have
It's
it.
May. We're
That's
in May
kind
now.
of a shit.
In
That
May.
tells me nothing.
That's kind of a shit update there.
So yeah,
Yep.
well, it's May 5th.
But yeah. It is indeed May 5th. Thank you, Chris.
I mean, that's at least encouraging.
yeah.
there's
I mean,
some idea.
rehab assignment
We
in
need
May.
him. We need him bad.
Wait, you got a guy named Cam Caminiti?
Yeah, we drafted him last year. He
Is
was our
that
first round
Ken's
pick.
son?
Yes. Actually, I
No
think it's his
way.
nephew.
Folks, Ken Caminiti. That's one of the greatest swings in.
He's
I
a
love
pitcher, though.
Almost left the podcast right here.
Like I was just. He did leave. What did he do? He go.
Okay. He's a
He
pitcher.
said he got
though.
excited.
Got
how much
so
left.
He's
excited.
a hitter. He's
I
a
saw that. You got so excited. Kevin's like, I'm out of here. Get my
No.
Crocs. I'm leaving.
I'll talk about Ken Caminiti, or like his swing back in the day. I used to always try to.
Oh, they're
Anything.
cousins.
Oh, never mind. Cancel that.
No. Instant hype is gone. Nope. They're cousins. I'm out of here.
Not good
Such
enough.
a
huh?
casual swing. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. Let's talk. Let's get into some fantasy studs. What do you think?
I think it's
Sure.
good. I'm coming off a win. I feel good.
Oh yeah, me too.
You got your ass.
I
whooped.
don't think I believe you.
Jason's got this. We need to. There's got to be some sort of organization to these items here. I know you can't, but anyways, fantasy studs and duds. I can't find the fantasy thing, so
That's
Chase,
fine.
go
We get
first.
it.
Yeah, both of my studs were within 1 point of each other, so and they're both Dodger players. So I'm gonna
Also,
go with
bro,
Freddie Freeman.
Your
So,
whole fucking team? Is that what you're going with?
I
possibly-
I took you to the woodshed.
Possibly
You got your
the
ass
greatest week of pitching in the history of fantasy baseball.
Yeah, and yet I'm gonna pick a hitter for my stud. That's gonna be Freddie Freeman, ex-Brave great. I missed you so damn much, Freddie. Come back.
No, you don't.
We'll take you. I do
take him
absolutely
back
miss him.
in a
I would
second.
gladly take him back. And my dud, actually, ironically, after Kevin's talking about pitching, my stud, I'm not taking a pitcher. My dud is a pitcher, which is Sandy Alcantara, the Marlins pitcher who got me like -17. He went like not even an inning and gave up like 7 runs. So,
Thanks a lot,
Ouchie.
Sammy.
but it's Sandy.
Sammy.
Sammy Alcantara.
It
You
doesn't
sounded
matter
so white
because
when you said his name.
I am.
Oh shit!
More breaking news.
Yeah, right.
But I still whooped Kevin's ass by like 150 points. So
Well, yeah, when you're
It
dropping
did
100
happen.
plus points a day, I mean,
He literally
Nothing
had
you can do.
148 points in one day and finished with 359. So
see, I wouldn't have checked it after that. I mean, like, I'm
almost.
out. Don't even
I
care.
did. I did. You think that I looked at you?
I'm
How
outta
many
here.
points do you think I scored that day? 10 and a
7.
half. 10 and a half.
Look at that margin. Like, well, we'll try to make up for it. Nah, we're cooked. We're
We'll
done.
get them next time, folks. Let's go. I put everybody on the bench. I just rested the rest of the week. So
You just took everyone out, but like, it's fine. Rest
wish
up for
that
the
was
next
an
game.
option. Grace, what about you? You guys stud and dud?
I do because the beat JC, so the losing streak's over. We're back in the win column, but I'm already down 30 to Chase. So before it, just waiting for
have
Chase.
you scored a point yet?
Probably not. Confirmed. We have not. All my hitters we're batting 0 for 8, so it's a good start to the week. We're off to a good start against Chase, who's going to drop 350. I'll
be
probably
cool.
drop about 89, but I do have a stud. And Kevin, you got to help me. What's his? I can never pronounce Suzuki's first name. What's his first name?
Yeah.
Okay, so Suzuki for the Cubs is killing
I don't want
it.
to say it wrong, and then I get shit on. So
But I mean, last week he had
that's
a.
just all I'll say. He's a great player. That's
Oh,
all.
I mean,
we're
he's
gonna
killing it. One day he had 15 points. He had 14 points. He's got over 130 points for me, 9 homers. He's killing it in my outfield. But my dud, Mason Miller for the Athletics. Sir,
Mason.
we went minus 17.5 against the Marlins. We can't have that again. You're on cut watch. We cannot have that. We didn't bench him. We thought about it, but looking at it, I don't think I made any adjustments. So Mason's on watch. 17.5, minus 17.5 in a loss.
That ain't great. I believe it's Seiya Suzuki, but
Seiya Suzuki. We'll get a fact check. Seiya Suzuki.
Don't do that.
Don't check that.
For
What do you
me,
got,
stud is gonna go to Mackenzie Gore. Well, no, you know what? You had 2 starts. I'm not giving that to you. You scored 29 points in 2 starts. That ain't that impressive.
That's
Not
okay.
impressive.
I'd rather just give it to Tuck. Just give it to him, every week. Why not?
That's
28
just
points.
Kevin's standing
Out
stud.
there.
MVP.
I mean, he is the MVP.
MVP.
I mean, not only did he hit 2 bombs, what is his name? Tom what? Not only are we going to
Oh, Tom! Not only going there, Tom Harkin.
Tom Harkin. No, he had 4 walks, dude. He's out here walking,
Just casually,
stealing
whatever.
bases. We're just having a great month over here, great year. Not as hot as Pete Crow Armstrong, who's not on my team, but I mean that kid is on fire.
Is that the one that they sent and said is the kid from like the mom from like Big Little League or?
Jesus, Chase? You just
You know what I'm talking about? What are we talking
yeah,
about?
I know what you're trying to say.
Well, then
but
why don't you
do you
just
wanna-
say what I'm trying to say for
I'm
me?
not going to interrupt. You were in the middle of a thought. I wasn't going to be like, Chase, no, don't say it. Don't
You
say
could
it.
tell. You could tell that I didn't quite have it though.
You could tell I was struggling with it.
The thought was there. I had like 20% of the thought.
Kev's like, I'm gonna see if he can get it.
I needed
but
the
yeah.
other 80%.
Yes, his mother was the mother from Little Big League.
I feel like that's exactly what I just said.
It's very close. It was very close. But you put a valiant effort out there.
Gave it a go.
Yeah, but my dud is gonna go to who's usually up there. My studs, Mr. Paul Skeens, who got worked by the Cubs. This fucking
Should probably just drop him. I would think.
he did have a bad week. Let me just drop him.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you just drop him.
Right
Yeah.
now, just go ahead.
Don't
and
even think
just
about
drop
it. Just hit drop.
Shit. Do you want me to wait until you're online and ready?
Yeah,
to go?
let me pull it up real quick. I just
Okay.
want to check and make sure that you drop him.
Get the
Yeah,
app up.
thank you.
Okay, now go ahead and drop it.
Make sure I'm doing the right thing. Right?
Yes. I could actually use a pitcher, so I might pick him up, but I'll regret it. I'll regret it.
We can make a little trade if you want. Yeah. Let's take a. Who you got on the bench, Chase? Let's make a trade. Let's do a
my
live
whole-
trade.
Trade's happening right
Everyone
now.
on my bench is on IL, dude.
The first ever live trade. You want to do it?
No, I like my team.
Damn, shut it down.
I've won 4 straight, and I'm facing Chris, so it's going to be 5.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do when all these people come back from injury? Now you got.
I'm going to drop some of my worst players.
All right. you
That's
could
why
have
he's
it.
saying he's not going to trade with you, Kevin. You just
coulda
gotta
had
let
it.
I got the MLB home run leader catching games for me. Ex-Noel great, Cal Riley.
Cowra.
Come, Cal.
How come he's not leading the majors in like fantasy points? He's a strikeout or hit. a
He's
home
the number
run.
1 catcher.
Oh, that's good. Anyways, that's good. That ain't bad.
That's good.
Let's get out of MLB because we got some Florida State.
Florida State.
SEC, Florida State, your team, your heartbeat. We some dogs, man, no puppies.
Thank you,
Baseball,
Jameis. We
baseball
are
team ain't no
indeed-
puppies.
We are indeed not puppies. We are dogs.
Dogs.
So, good weekend for the Knowles. It could have been better. I mean, first off, let me just say, poor Chase. He's in a situation right here. Chase is in a situation with our group chat where if he says something positive about the team and then something negative happens, we call it the Chase kiss of death. Basically, like if he's like, man, we're killing it, up 10-0 or something like that, and then we lose, we're like, God damn it, Chase kiss
Come
of
on,
death.
Chase.
There
Not
is.
even. It doesn't even take lose. If they score a run, if it becomes
Yeah.
10-1, you're like, oh, here comes the Chase kiss of death.
Chase kiss of death. Yep.
Incoming.
So, like, I'm looking over it because I was working at the time during one of these FSU Clemson games, and I'm thinking, I'm sorry, Jose just sent me a text message. I'm thinking, like, we're losing.
Yeah, you're thinking
whole time.
getting our ass
I'm
kicked.
thinking we're losing. And then Chase is like, man, we could have done better or something. What do you say? Oh, bullpen continues to suck. Always with the walks. We walked 4 straight at one point, and then he says, "Walk off run rule." Love it.
Now I want you,
And
but
I was
the way you're saying that though is as if those
Yeah.
were said minutes apart. They were said like an hour apart.
Even still, walk off run rule. Love it. That's the way my body, my mind interpret. Like, love it. Fucking
Love it. He's just like,
fucking hell.
whatever.
Love it. It's like, I can't stand it. Like, not really love it, you know? And then I like look at Instagram and it's like FSU 20 and Clemson 9. I was like, holy shit, we beat the crap out. We run rolled them. And I was like, oh,
did.
that's what he was saying. He was
Like
being,
the bullpen, man.
Yeah, we're up 10-0. Wes Mendez was rolling, 3 scoreless innings, and then he kind of lost the strike zone a little bit, gave up like 4 straight hits. We bring in another reliever who immediately walks the batter on 4 straight pitches. Then we bring in another batter who immediately walks the first batter he faces. And so just like that, we go from up 10-0 to up 11-9. But then
Chris?
our offense
Then they
got
didn't score again.
Yep.
That game
Correct,
Friday
'cause
night.
Joe
though,
Charles
that was,
came in and shut him down.
That game Friday night. That was a good one. That
That was a great
and it was on TV and could watch that one. That was a good.
I would
one.
have preferred if the bullpen didn't blow the lead in the first place,
I-
but still,
I'm
it
very
made,
much-
it made it.
here we go.
I know your thoughts on the bullpen.
Well,
very
I
much.
mean, it's what's going to hold us back. So yes, I almost would rather Jamie Arnold have like given up the 4 runs and we're down 4-2 that way, and we came back and win because I know Jamie Arnold is Jamie Arnold. He's going to be a fucking beast. Like yes, pitchers sometimes have hiccups. But I wanted to see this weekend the bullpen really step up, and I'd say 1 to 2 pitchers did. It was good seeing Joe Charles bounce back after he got kind of like unlucky on Friday. He walked his first batter, which again, bullpen man, just throw fucking strikes, man.
Fucking
It is
bullpen.
so infuriating to be up 10-0. You're
I mean-
up 10 to fucking nothing, and you're walking batters, bro. Just lob it over the plate, man. And if they're gonna hit it, they're gonna hit it. You're up.
Load it.
They gotta. Yes.
Just
they have to score
load
10 runs. Do you know how hard that is to score 10 fucking runs? Because even when you crush the ball, sometimes you get unlucky in baseball.
I
but you know
checked the
what?
score and was like, wow, it was
Yep.
10-0. What happened?
Yep. But if you walk people, you don't have to crush the ball. You're just giving them the fucking base. God, that's infuriating. But it was good to see Joe Charles after Friday night. He gave up a walk and then got unlucky with just a really weak ground ball to the right that just perfect placement. I mean, any other time, I feel like this ground ball is a fucking double play ball and the inning's over. Instead, it's a weak ground ball that just barely slides through first and second base, scores 2 runs, and then I think he gave up a double after that, which scored another run, and then we pulled him. So rough Friday night, he bounces back, goes like 3 innings on Sunday, and really shut them down. So he's been our most reliable reliever. Good to see him. We need other people in the bullpen to step up.
I mean, in
Jamie
the end,
Arnold,
we take
Joey Vellino,
2 out of
peace.
3.
That's a big.
We did
That's a big
from
series
a
there.
very good team. From a very good
From a
team.
very good
and
team.
and crushed. I mean, Clemson. The best part of Clemson is their bullpen, and we destroyed their bullpen every game except for Saturday, except for that the rain out game.
Yeah, I saw the one poll had it at number 2. I know there's like 6 of them, but one had us at number 2.
28 polls.
28 polls.
Baseball, dude, it was so wild. I think it was last week. It was like every poll had us like top 9, and then Baseball America's like 20th. It's like, what the fuck?
Baseball America said 7 right now.
We were, I think, 19th in Baseball America last week. So Baseball America, make up your fucking mind, dude. How are we going to jump like 12 spots in 1 week?
Perfect Game has us at 9. Fuck you.
Looks like we're playing Jacksonville this week, midweek,
Tomorrow,
and then
yeah.
Midweek
off
game.
to Berkeley for the weekend series. How's
We need
Cal?
to-
Are they any
They're
good?
bad. I think they're the worst team in the ACC.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
We need to at least take 2 out of 3. Ideally, we need to sweep them.
Well, no shit. Ideally, I mean,
I know, but
ideally, we
I'll
wanna
take
win
2 out of
every game.
3. Look, in college baseball, 2 out of 3 is fine. You just want to win the series. That's really the most important part. Yes, obviously I want to sweep them, Kevin.
No, I'm
but
talking about Chris took us to that corona.
It's almost done. It's almost done. See, look,
Bro,
it's almost
at
out
that
there.
point, it looks like just flat and just.
It's not. It's started that night with Schatz Jaeger.
But yeah, and then we finish up with North Carolina. If we take 2 out of 3 against Cal and 2 out of 3 against North Carolina, we'll lock up the coveted top 8 seed, which is what you want. That's the best path to making it to Omaha.
That way, if you win, you get the super regional or whatever, right?
You would host the regional and host the super regional, yeah, and you get easier teams in your regional and super regional. So that's the ideal formula. If we win the next 2 series, I would be shocked if we don't. If we sweep Cal and lose 2 out of 3 to North Carolina, I still think we have a decent shot. But if we get swept, that's when we're out.
What are we looking at? Like North Carolina, they're fucking good, right?
They're good, yeah.
Yeah. I just pulled it up and they're like number 4.
You're like,
Yes, they're a very
And
good team.
Baseball America. Oh, that's crazy.
I believe it's a road series, so I think even winning 1 out
It
of
is
3.
indeed.
I think even winning 1 out of 3, if we take care of business against Cal, I think we'll be in that 8 range, 6, 7, 8 range.
Maybe they're resting their starters for the playoffs.
I would guess not.
Probably
if I'm being
not, but I
honest.
mean,
yeah.
I was joking. That was a joke. A bad joke, apparently. Let's talk some football. One of the Florida State Seminole greats has hung the cleats up. He's retiring. God damn it.
he's hung the shit. Yep. Yeah, that sucks.
So Jordan Travis, wasn't ever able to come back from that devastating leg injury that he had. So he got drafted by the Jets, and in fashionable Jets fashion, he retires.
Yeah, I'd
Which
love
sucks.
for him. I'd love for him
Yeah.
to come back and coach at FSU.
Come back.
Back.
I have a question for you. Where would you rate him in terms of FSU all-time quarterbacks? Because I have a strong thought on where he should be.
4 or 5, right?
I have him at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, I would say, top 5.
It's to me the top 3 are cemented. They all 3 won Heisman's. They all 3 won a national championship.
So how does it go though for you?
yeah. How do
I
you
mean,
do the 1, 2, 3?
You got Jameis number 1.
I do. Yeah.
I think Winky had a lot more ammo around him. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not. I mean
He
that
did.
receiving core he had was the best in FSU history, right? Like 6 of them went to.
Yeah,
I saw
it was
on-
crazy.
Well, they were
good.
good.
I
Yeah,
saw
it
a
was
post
stacked.
today about that actually.
To,
Like
to
6
me,
of them ended up on the NFL rosters.
to me, the argument is between Charlie Ward and Jameis Winston. I know Winky had a ridiculous career, amazing player. We probably win 2 national championships if he doesn't get hurt. We go back to back if he doesn't get hurt, but you got to think about it. Ward got us over the hump. Bobby, for so many years, the knock on him was he gets so close to winning a national championship and he can't quite pull it off. And Charlie Ward's the one that finally got him over that hump. And for Winston, he came in where FSU, they had been good for the last couple years, but they had the lost decade, and then we had been pretty good. And I thought EJ Manuel's last year as a starter, I thought that was our best shot for a while. I thought, Winston should be good, but it's probably going to take him a year or 2. I really thought when EJ Manuel came in and we lost that game to NC State, I was like, God, are you fucking kidding me? This was our year, man. We were supposed to bounce back. And nope, it's the very next year with Winston. So I think the argument is Winston and Ward to me, with Charlie 3rd, and then JT got to be 4th. What he was able to accomplish relative to
Charlie
the
3rd,
talent
you said?
on the teams. Huh?
You said Charlie 3rd?
No, Charlie's 1st or 2nd. Winky 3rd.
Oh.
So he's saying Charlie and Jameis were
Yeah,
Charlie and
That's
Jameis
what I
are
thought you were
1-2.
saying. Then I thought you
No.
said Charlie 3rd.
Charlie
I
and
was like,
Jameis are 1-2, Winky 3rd,
Yeah.
JT 4th for me. And then you would
Craziest
argue
thing
about
about
any
Charlie
of the other
Ward
quarterbacks. That's
too.
fine.
Dude was a basketball player too,
And a
a good
punter.
one at that, and a punter.
He started his career at FSU as the punter.
And now he's the head basketball coach at FAMU, right?
FAMU,
Yep,
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 sure
yep.
is.
Won a state
pretty
title
great.
as the coach of Florida State University School, the high school, the FSU high school. So
Who'd you
But
put,
yeah,
who'd you put number 5 after JT? Who would round out the top 5?
That's tough.
it's got to be Xavier Lee, right? Put him in. No.
Yeah.
That I would have to think about because there's lots of arguments. The 90s had so many quarterbacks, 80s had so many quarterbacks that were like they would only start 1 or 2 years because that's what Bobby did for years. Is like you would ride the bench for your first 2 to 3 years, and then you'd get to start as like a junior or senior. And so you had like 1, maybe 2 years, like the Peter Tom Willises, the Brad Johnsons, the Dan Kendras, if you will. Although he's
Danny
he's
Cannell's
lower.
got to be up there.
Danny Cannell.
Danny
Yep,
Cannell's
Danny
one,
Cannell's
yeah.
up there. I mean, EJ Manuel, he's the only FSU quarterback to win 4 straight bowl games. So
This
go, EJ.
list has Casey Weldon as well.
that's a good one. Yeah.
For all those 88 to 91 fans out there.
Yep. Miami cost us a championship in that time period. I think it was 91.
Peter Tom Willis.
I remember him on the comment.
Tom
He
Willis.
was on
yeah,
commentary for a while.
Yeah,
That's what I
he
was
was for
gonna
a
say, wasn't
while.
he?
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
He'd be like, "I see you."
Chris Ricks
yeah,
is the
that's
answer.
who it
though.
was.
It's
Yeah, he was
obviously
like,
Chris Ricks.
I see you.
You think Chris Ricks number 5?
No, I'm fucking around.
Oh,
Definitely
bro, I was
not.
like, wait a second.
No shot.
Yeah.
Dude, that got my hopes up, man. His freshman year, I was like, oh man, we found one. Like,
We got one.
Oh yeah, I mean, because he was for a freshman, he was great.
For me,
Just never-
Chris Ricks is forever for me known as the story that was going around, and this was before like social media was crazy and stuff like that. Was that him getting pulled over by the cops and being like handed the cop his business card that had his name that said like Chris Ricks FSU
Starting
quarterback.
quarterback.
Starting
some
quarterback
shit
at
like that.
FSU.
It's like, bro, I don't know if you know who I am.
Yeah,
but
let
here I
me
am."
give you this card real quick.
It's hilarious.
Cop's like,
I mean,
okay,
that's cool.
yeah, step
you need
out.
to go home.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I will say at least Chris Ricks gave me one of my favorite all-time live moments, which was beating Florida in the swamp on that bomb to PK Sam. That was amazing. So
That was a good catch and throw.
yeah, that
And
was
he was
great.
beautiful,
So,
too. He's a beautiful young man.
Kevin remembers most. Like, he's a good-looking guy.
he was a good looking dude. I do remember that.
Kevin's looking at his face right now, like, man,
I sure am. I'm not lying, man.
I'm not gonna X that out. I'm gonna keep that for a minute.
keep that.
Speaking of beautiful, the women softball girls won ACC championship.
Through a no-hitter.
There you go.
Yeah.
Way to go,
Lost probably their best hitter, unfortunately, is out for the year.
girl. There's Chase with a negative every
They're
time.
bringing
mean-
it back down.
I mean, Chase, come on.
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to be realistic here. It's a big loss. They still have a very good team. They could still win it all, but
Sorry, girls. It's all over.
Chase said it's a
Kennedy,
wrap, but
Kennedy Harp is out for the year, and she was batting, bro. Her stats are wild. She's batting like 430. Her slugging percentage is like 750. Her on base percentage is like 650. Like she had been insane this year. So it's a big loss.
Hey, we're the number 1 seed, so who cares?
In the ACC. Yeah.
we ready.
What, they starting the tournament. That starts Thursday morning. Georgia Tech on the ACC network, folks. Tune
Great
in
plug.
11
Let's
a.m.
go. Locked in.
Yep. Make sure you check it. This is a team sport. Kennedy will
I mean,
be,
and they have a good shot. What held them
Team
back
sport.
last year was pitching. And this year they have good pitching. So
that's all the FSU. You got anything else you want to say about the Seminoles? What do you got to say, Chase? Or
no,
Chris?
I think I've said it.
That's all. That's all the news I got.
FSU bullpen, step up.
Chris, did you just send me a TikTok?
What? Did I send you a TikTok?
It just said Chris Alcroft just sent
I
me
mean, maybe hours ago, not currently. I didn't just.
Oh, it
send you a
does say
TikTok.
don't leave him on red. All right, my bad, Chris.
Chris always in those reels.
No, that's Jason. I'm on TikTok. I'm not in the reels. I don't get lost.
Bro,
like
it's
that man
wild
does.
playing PlayStation with Jason. And he'll just
Between
go
games,
silent
I'm telling
for
you.
like 3 minutes. And I'm like, did he
Reels,
hop
bro.
off? And he'll be like, who? Did who? I'm like, oh, there you are.
You get lost in the reels, bro.
Literally,
It
talking
happens.
about you, dude.
Huh?
We really need like a hockey horn, right, for the hockey, right?
Yep, that'd be perfect.
That was good. We'll just keep that. That was a good.
I'll
one.
just do it every time if we talk hockey. I'll just do that.
Let's just do it all at the same time, and we'll use it the next week. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful.
Love it.
And we don't ever have to talk about hockey ever again. But you
Okay,
guys,
but we have the intro.
No, talk about hockey. Says Jay's locked in for the Caps.
That was more
So
just giving him
locked
shit.
in, he took the night off of the
Yeah.
stream, off of
The game's tomorrow. He had to get
podcast.
ready for the
He had
game
to get
tomorrow.
ready.
Like,
He had to get ready for it.
He had to
He had to
sit
go
there.
buy his
Yeah.
Caps gear.
No, I mainly want to talk about it just because there were two history-making notes I saw. For one was the Minnesota Wild. They're the first team in all major sports like baseball, basketball, football, hockey to make the playoffs 8 times in a 10-year span, and they lost in the first round 8 times in the first 10 years.
It's rough.
And then the Avalanche, they're the first team in MLB, NBA, NHL history to lose 7 straight Game 7s, and they were up in that game.
Yeah.
I think 2-0 in that
I
game.
would
and they
stop
lost
being a
3-2.
fan, bro. 7
No.
straight Game 7s.
I will one up you. The game last night, St. Louis and Winnipeg. St. Louis was up 3-1 with like a minute and a half to go. And then Winnipeg pulls their goalie. Winnipeg scores with 1.6 seconds left in the game to tie it. To tie the
Wait,
game.
wait,
And then
I
they
gotta
go
see
to
this.
double overtime. Winnipeg wins in double overtime. If you're St. Louis, like that's going to take
That's
years
brutal. That's brutal.
to
and
recover
that's against
from that.
that's against the number 1 team in all
Yeah.
of hockey.
Winnipeg,
It was
yeah,
a
Winnipeg's
game
the best team. Yeah, it was Game 7. St. Louis was up with a minute and a half to go. They were up 3-1. So Winnipeg scored twice with an empty net.
All right,
That's
we got
crazy.
That
we
will
got the
hurt.
clip. Wait, let's run it real quick
That's
Hmm.
insane.
because that's a crazy.
Like that. Oof.
All right, here it is.
Corner boards. Velarde looking to work at 3. 8 seconds remaining. Off the stick of Buchnevich. Ehlers fanned on it. Count
Four,
to 3.
3, 2.
Ehlers, cross-arm, score!
Oh my.
Bro, just
Yeah, bro. Nope.
dude, just
Bro.
and then you go to overtime because you're like, all right, we can get it back. Double overtime, you lose, and just St. Louis is a minute and a half away from knocking off the best team in hockey, and they're done.
And then you said the Avs 7 straight Game 7s. And the crazy part is I would have to assume their title run is included in that. Did that title run not go to any Game 7s? Because that's crazy.
I guess it didn't. It must not have been, yeah, because they won it in 22.
They beat us in 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in 22. So yeah, they must not have had a Game 7 that year. But man, don't
That's
want to be on the other
tough.
side. Yeah,
That's wild.
Just
don't let it go to Game 7.
That's
Yeah,
it.
apparently not.
NHL,
that's all I got.
right?
Yep, there you go.
All right, I don't got much else to talk about sports wise. Just looking forward to the end of the baseball season so we can get into the postseason and start to. This might be the year. You never know.
I
I mean,
mean,
bullpen's
got to get to the playoffs.
Bullpen's kind of ass.
It's just
Every-
bullpen and 3-starter.
I mean, if we're this good to be still rated this high at this point,
Mm-hmm.
playing all the great teams we played, why not?
Oh, we have every shot. No team in the nation right now is perfect. Like there's not one, like last year, Tennessee's team was seen as like just, they were the team. That was the team. Every other team was a step below them. Like going into the postseason, Tennessee was the team to beat. And they won it all. But a couple years ago, same thing. Tennessee was seen as like this juggernaut that nobody could beat. And you know who went in to Knoxville and knocked off Tennessee before they even made the College World Series was a guy named Link Jarrett with a Notre Dame team. And he knocked off what was thought as like this unbeatable. I think Tennessee had lost like 4 games that entire season, and he beat them 2 out of 3. So baseball is a crazy sport. This team has enough talent to win it all. But if we don't want it all, it's probably going to be because our bullpen or our number 3 starter. That's all I'm looking for these last 2 series in the ACC tournament. I know our offense is good. I know our first 2 pitchers are good. How does our bullpen do, and how does our number 3 starter do?
When do they announce like the regionals and stuff like that?
Typically
is that, like-
after the tournaments, after the conference tournaments. So probably like 3 weeks.
Damn.
Because we'll have Cal this week, North Carolina the next week, and I'm assuming the ACC tournament will be the week after that.
There we go, Knowles. All right.
Lock it in.
Appreciate everybody joining us. Hey, thanks so much. Make sure that you check in with us. We are live at 8 o'clock every. I didn't even see what time we started.
I didn't either. to be
Damn near,
honest with you.
damn near. It looks like just about 8 o'clock on the dot. 4 minutes past.
Yeah, 8:04, 8:05.
But we do appreciate everybody that joined us. Talking to you, Jason. Maybe
Locked
next
in.
time, just join.
You can
Like
be
in
here.
person, yeah, with your
If you
face.
wanted to.
But we are live
your
on
words.
YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 7 Minutes in Heaven. So you guys make sure that you join in. Give us your sports takes. Get us off the subject a little bit. If you got something you want to talk about, please join in. Follow us on all the social sites, Cup to Cup Show. Also, our Facebook group is the CTC OnlyFans. Make sure you include the CTC OnlyFans, like the part of it, because we have an old group that's
You don't want to go
taken
there.
over by porn.
You don't want to get in there.
Or maybe
Speaking
you
of-
do. I don't know.
Speaking of porn, we got a website as well, cuptocuplife.com. That's not
Doesn't have any porn on it. There's no porn on it.
Yeah, they're
Just wanted to
confirmed.
get your attention. That's all. I just wanted to get your attention. Cuptocuplife.com. You can buy our merchandise. You can leave voice nuggets. You can kiss Chase on there if you want. I think he's giving those out.
Yeah, it's a new link on there. Yeah, he can.
Huh.
Or we didn't tell him.
Anyways,
Yeah, he can do
That's
that.
something.
Chase, you
That's
didn't know?
You
that?
have been promoted.
I did not know that.
You got promoted, Chase. You weren't here. You got promoted. Elite
anyways.
employee.
All right. Love you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Holla.
Good night. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.